Welcome to Craven Park for this Challenge Cup third round. Hull Kingston Rovers versus Warrington on the 26th of February 1989. The Hull KR team is 1 George Fair. About 6,500 when they wanted 8,800. Blake to kick off. It's a very deep kick. It's caught easily by Clark. But settled. Good tackling by Warrington. Porter goes acting half back, but good tackling. Zukema runs, but an equally good tackle by Warrington. Good drive by Close, but McGinty in the tackle. Watkinson acting half back. He passes it to Bishop. Bishop kicks down the field. Paul Williamson gets the ball, drives in, but a good tackle there by Porter. Dave Lyon runs by himself. Escapes one tackle, but then Hull KR forwards mass him. Dummy to Steve Malloy. Malloy drives in, but again close in that tackle. Hull KR offside at the moment, referee not looking. Roberts drives, but a very good tackle by Michael Porter. Blake kicks down the field. It's not going to go in touch. Richard Pratt collects it. He runs by himself. Good tackle by Bishop. Roskell in as well. Fairbairn acting half back. Here's Bishop running on the ball. Good strong run. But good tackle by McGinty again. Gavin Miller passes to Emma. Push out to one, but then Matt Roskell tackles. Colin Armstrong. But good tackling by Warrington. Today's ref is Ray Tennant from Castleford. Fairbairn, little chip up in the air, but caught by Bishop. Good play by Paul Bishop. Mike Gregory acting half back. He runs by himself, but good tackle by Mike Smith. Billy McGinty runs, but again good tackling by Rovers. Warrington just driving it in at the moment. Oscar out in half back, passes it to Boyd. Boyd drives in, but again good tackling. Blake goes for the kick again. It's a beautiful kick. Will it go in? Yes, it will. 10 yards from the Hull Kingston Rovers line. A beautiful kick by Phil Blake. He saw the gap and kicked it through. So it's scrummed down. Rovers head and ball. Last time these two teams met at Craven Park, it was a win for Warrington, 17-7. Both teams didn't play too well then, but it was an excellent 2 points for Warrington. So it's Rovers on the attack. Again, they're just intent of driving it in. So they're struggling on their own line. Oh, he played for that. Wayne Parker played for that. He was holding Mark Roskell down, but it's a penalty to Hull KR. So it's Bishop to kick into touch. It's a good kick. 10 yards from the halfway line, in the Hull Kingston Rovers line. It's Watkinson to tap the ball. Armstrong drives in, but good tackling by Warrington. Miller runs in, short pass to Close, but Roberts in with a tackle. It's Miller again. Miller nearly spots a gap, but it's a good pass. Bishop's going by himself, he's sidestepping. Oh, good tackle there. And the referees give a knock on. As it's a scrum down and Warrington's head and ball. Good play by Rovers with Gavin Miller and David Bishop. Bishop feeds, gets the ball, he must be offside, and the referee Tennant gives a penalty to Warrington. So it's Blake to kick into touch. Makes 20 yards, as Warrington are 5 yards from the Hull KR halfway. His Boyd drives in. Malloy for his first drive, but makes 5 yards. Bishop's going by himself, and loses the ball. But Roskell kicks on, gets the ball, but the referee will blow for the knock-on. In the first round of the Challenge Cup, Hull KR beats Rochdale 28-24. Rochdale should have won that match. They had 3 tries disallowed, and they beat Charlie Borough in the second round 28-4. Smith passes it out to Porter, but very good tackle by by Roskell. Close, but again tackling by Warrington. Phil Blake with the tackle there. Zukema doesn't get anywhere though. Master Warrington forwards, get him down. So it's Smith with the ball, dummies, but doesn't get past Mike Gregory, Mark Roberts or Steve Malloy. It's last tackle. Hull KR will kick down the field, but it's Miller dummies with a kick. Slices his kick, Drummond gets it. Drummond drives in, doesn't get past Richard Pratt. So it's Malloy driving in, but Armstrong in with a very hard tackle. Blake pass it to Bishop. Bishop dummies, goes by himself but doesn't go anywhere. Warrington are struggling at the moment. Hull KR up very quick. There's Roskell, Mike Gregory. Mike Gregory passes it to Paul Cullen. Paul Cullen gets nowhere though. Good tackling again by Mike Smith. Good driving by Paul Williamson, makes 5 yards before he's tackled. It's last tackle. Warrington will kick into touch with Phil Blake, but easily caught by George Fairburn. David Bishop knocks on there, and the referee sees it, so it's a scrum down with Warrington's head and ball. Warrington win the scrum. It's Blake, pass it to Lyon. Lyon good inside ball to Cullen, but Cullen's down. Boyd drives one in, makes a good 10 yards there, but Porter hangs on to him. Blake with the ball now. Short pass to Bishop, but surely there was a trip there, but the referee doesn't see it, and Bishop gets dumped. Is Blake, little chip kick, could he go? Oh, well taken by George Fairburn. A beautiful kick by Phil Blake there, but George Fairburn did well. So it's Armstrong, Porter drives in. Boyd misses him. Fulham misses him. Pass to Richard Pratt. Good tackle by Des Drummond. Warrington missing a couple of tackles there. Gavin Miller drives in. But good tackle by Paul Cullen and Des Drummond. So Rovers pass it along the line to Armstrong. Armstrong drives in, but good tackling by Mike Gregory. Last tackle. Pass it to Parker. Parker's a kick, but David Lyon gets it. Good hard Rovers tackling there. Loses the ball. As the referee gives a scrum down. And the referee gives a penalty to Rovers. David Lyon, Melvin at the referee. Mike Gregory's arguing the ref, but that'll do nothing. As Rovers go for goal with George Fairburn. Here's George Fairburn. It's kick for goal. It's 40 yards out. And about 10 yards from the try line. There's some coaching going on the field with Gavin Miller talking to the sponge man. That shouldn't be allowed. George Fairburn taking his time. He kicks it. And it's missed. So it's a drop out from Warrington 25-yard line. Took about a minute to kick that and still missed it. It's Blake to drop out. It's a good deep drop out. Okay, driving, but good tackling by Warrington. Pushing him back. Brilliant tackling by Warrington. Watkinson is acting half back. Zuckermer drives, but Mike Gregory, good tackling, and he's lost the ball. Got to be a knock on. Good decision by the referee. OKR fans moaning, but it was the right decision. The referee was on the spot. Bishop feeds. Oh, Warrington should have won that. Oh, good tackle by Des Drummond. That was a good tackle by Des Drummond. He wasn't set high at all. There's nothing wrong with that. The referee was incited by the crowd then. There's nothing wrong with that tackle at all. As OKR get a penalty. The referee's discussing the act to Des Drummond, but it's a bad decision. As George Fairburn will now kick into touch. It's a good kick by George Fairburn. 10 yards into the Warrington half. Top by Watkinson. And Armstrong drives in, but good tackling by Warrington. Comes to Porter, but close runs in, but again Mike Gregory in that tackle for Warrington. It's Porter, but only makes 2 yards before he's tackled by Mark Roberts. Armstrong drives in, and he's give crossing, definite crossing there by Hulkiar. So it's a kick into touch by David Lyon. The referee's stopping the clock. He wants... No, he's playing on. It's a beautiful kick there by David Lyon. As Billy McGinty's getting attended. Roscoe taps the ball to Les Boyd. Les Boyd isn't driving very strong at the moment. There's Mike Roberts, but good tackling by Rovers. Rovers are coming up very quick in this match today. Oh, Mike Gregory drops it, but Hallis drops it. It's a knock-on, referee. Watch the game. The linesman just shook his flag and said nothing. So it's Bishop with the ball. He dummies, but easily tackled there by Mark Roskell. Watkinson to Miller. Close gets the ball. Good driving by Chris Close, and he's still going. Good play that by Rovers. Rovers are on top of the moment. Watkinson up in half back, passes it to Gavin Miller. Gavin Miller escapes from one tackle. Passes it to Smith, but Smith's down. Bishop up in half back to Miller. Miller, good pass to Emma, but he's given a forward pass. I think that was slightly forward. There's a little bit of a scuffle over on that far side. But it's a scrum down with Warrington's head and ball. Bishop feeds and gets the ball. Paul Williamson drives one in. Does well, but tackled by Rovers. Surely a penalty to Warrington. Good decision by the referee. Rovers pushing Williamson off the ball. Okay, our fans don't like it. They don't know the rules in Hull. So it's kicked to the halfway line. Boyd drives in again, but only makes the harder two before he's tackled by three Rovers forwards. Surely Rovers were offside. The referee wasn't bothered. McGinty drives in, does very well. Gets settled by Miller and Porter. And Boyd with the ball. Drives in again. Escapes one tackle to Roskell. Roskell's got no backing up though as he goes down. 30 yards to the Rovers line. It's Blake cutting half back. Blake goes by himself. Passes to Bishop, but Bishop was already tackled. Surely he's held, referee. So it's last tackle. Blake dummies. Yes, someone's got the ball, he should be waiting. So it's going all the way. He's under the balls. What a magnificent try by this woman. What a magnificent try. It was a kick by Blake. He come off the Rovers player. Des caught it. And he ran all the way through the Rovers defence to score under the post. What an absolutely magnificent try by Des Drummond to make the score. Warrington 4, Rovers 0. Des Drummond saw that gap and went all the way through it. What a magnificent try by Des Drummond. As Woods kicks the 2 points, so it's Hull KR 0. Kicks it deep. Well taken by Bishop. Pass it to Gregory. Gregory makes a good 15 yards, but he's pushed back by Watkinson. Steve Malloy drives in. Only makes 2 yards. Roskell dummies, goes by himself but doesn't make any yards. Blake will go up to the half-back. Goes by himself. Pass it to David Lyon. David Lyon kicks to the Richard Pratt touchline. It's a good kick. Oh, good tackle by Paul Cullen. Play on, good decision by the referee. He wasn't offside at all, he was behind the kicker. Good tackling by Warrington. Drummond a good shoulder tackle there. So it's Porter driving in. Good tackle by Mark Roberts. Okay, fans moaning again. Continuously moaning. So it's Rovers on the attack with Miller. Miller, a pass to Zukema. Zukema, that's a forward pass, but the referee misses it. Bishops runs, it's a good pass. Oh, what a tackle there by Warrington. John Woods, a very good tackle on Gary Clark. The referee missed the forward pass as Bishop passed it to Clark, and Clark goes into touch. So it's Warrington's head and ball on their own 10-yard line. Warrington get the ball with Paul Williamson. Paul Williamson does well to get 10 yards. Hull Caroline on the tackle, referee doesn't bother. Boyd, passes it to Mike Gregory, tackled by Chris Close. No, Steve Malloy, but makes good 3 yards before he's tackled by Watkinson. Phil Blake does well to catch that one, tries him by himself again. Paul Bishop passes it. Good pass to Paul Williamson. Paul Williamson comes inside, he does very well there. Oh! It'll go down as the first knock on, so it's Rovers head and ball. It's a beautiful pass out there by Williamson, but Woods he couldn't take it. Rovers win the ball. Pass it to Smith. Smith dummies, but David Lyme well in there. I don't know why David Lyme was doing there. So it's Gavin Miller. Gavin Miller runs sideways, but good tackling by Warrington. Miller was going nowhere. Porter goes by himself, but doesn't make any yardage at all. As 3 Warrington players get him down. Is Armstrong. Armstrong drives in, knocks off one. Pass it to Watkinson. Zukema driving on the ball. Warrington letting them pass the ball out there. Referee telling Warrington to get onside. Here's Smith. Smith kicks downfield. It's not a very good kick, as he'll just sail out and attack 25. So it's Roskell to tap the ball. Boyd drives on, good pass to Paul Williamson. Very good pass to Williamson. So it's Blake with the ball, goes by himself again, but gets settled by Watkinson and Bishop. Mark Roberts driving with the ball, but again 3 Rovers players get him down. Bishop kicks a good kick downfield. It's going to go in touch, yes it does. 20 yards from the Rovers line, a beautiful kick by Paul Bishop. So it's Rovers with the feed. Rovers get the ball. Good pass out to Smith, but Smith gets tackled by John Woods. It's George Fairburn. George Fairburn goes by himself. Pass it to Armstrong. Armstrong doesn't go very far before he's tackled by Roskell. Here's Porter. Porter drives in, knocks out to one tackle, but Mike Gregory gets him the second time. Gavin Miller with the ball, kicks downfield. Good, he's give a wipe clean. He kicks it out the Warrington player, that shouldn't have been a wipe clean. So it's George Fairbairn from acting half-back, but Mike Gregory and Mark Roskell in the tattle again. Mark Roskell has topped the tattle count in the last 3 games, with 44 against Wakefield, against Keighley, 36 against Wigan, and 46 against Wakefield. He's been playing very well. So it's Smith kick into touch. It's a good kick. 10 yards from the Warrington line. So the score still Rovers 0, Warrington 6. As Warrington win the ball with Bishop. Paul Williamson drives in again, but tackled by Smith. It's Mike Gregory. Mike Gregory gets through 3 tackles there, but David Bishop gets him down. Steve Malloy. No, the dummies to Steve Malloy, but McGinty takes it. Billy McGinty taps it by himself. There's no man marking, he can do that. Pass it to Bishop. Bishop, a beautiful pass to Des Drummond. Oh, it's wiped clean, it should be wiped clean, that. It's given a knock on, it came off the Rovers player. So it's Rovers head and ball when it should have been play on to Warrington. So it's David Bishop to feed for Hull KR. Referee having a lot of problems with the scrums at the moment. As Bishop, a brilliant win by, and he give Mike Gregory offside. Yes, that's correct decision. Paul Bishop should have got that, but surely David Bishop wasn't the 5 yards back. So it's David Bishop. It's kick for touch. Oh, did it come off the Warrington player? No, it didn't. It's a tap for Hull KR in the Warrington 25-yard line. So it's Porter driving it in. Good tackle by Boyd though. Swings him around and puts him down. Gavin Miller drives on. Good pass to Duke Emma, but good tackling by Warrington. I thought Gavin Miller was in, but Warrington closed the cap quick. It's Gavin Miller again. He's very dangerous, this player. So it's Rovers 5 yards from the Warrington line. It's a long pass out to Armstrong. Bishop, a brilliant tackle by Paul Bishop. So it's Parker. Parker only makes 1 yard. This is well tackled by Mark Roskell. Bishop. Well, forward pass to Warrington, get a ball. Bad play by David Bishop. So Warrington will be relieved after that Hull KR pressure. Good tackling though by Warrington. Hey, Steve Malloy. Steve Malloy drives in. Well, good tackling by 3 Rovers players. So it's Les Boyd. Les Boyd only makes 2 yards before he's tackled by Chris Close. Good pass to Paul Bishop. Paul Bishop to Paul Cullen. Paul Cullen doesn't quite get away from Graham Alice. Paul Bishop kicks as he goes straight in, so it's a handover. It was the last tackle. So Rovers on the 25-yard line. Porter drives one in, but good, very good tackle there by Mark Roskell. Looks like Mark Roskell's in for another good tackling game this afternoon. Rovers only 20 yards now from Warrington line. He's Watkinson drives by himself. This big hooker. He's lost a bit of weight though. He was really fat before. It's surely obstruction there by Miller, but the referee doesn't give it. It's last tackle. What will Rovers do? Will they go for the kick or the drop goal? Here's George Fairbairn, that's in half back. Go for a drop goal, and it's a poor drop goal. It goes under the post. So it's a tap 25 for Warrington. Mark Roberts driving onto the ball. Makes a good 10 yards. He's still going. Good driving in there by Mark Roberts. He makes a good 20 yards. Les Boyd drives in again. He's not running with speed, Les Boyd. He's only getting 2 yards. Play the ball. Doesn't play it properly. That was a stupid thing to do by Les Boyd. Think about it, Les. So it's Rovers head and ball. The scrums at the moment pretty even as both fuckers have got loose arm. And the referee says the scrum again. Rovers, oh, Warrington should get this ball. No, it comes out the Rovers half. Roskell won that scrum then, but Warrington kicks it back. So it's David Bishop with the ball. He gets up, and he played for that penalty then. What a ridiculous decision by the referee. He just dove about on the floor, just diving about on the floor, and he gets a penalty. Mike Gregory questioning the decision. The referee says nothing. So it's Fairbairn to kick to touch. No, he's going for goal actually. Thought he was going for touch then, but changed his mind. So it's going to be another minute wasted with George Fairbairn trying to kick for goal. Warrington beat Halifax in the first round in a very good match, 25-8, and then they played Keighley in the second round and easily beat them 56-7. George Fairbairn kick for goal. It's nearly the same position as last time. He kicks it and he's missed it again. Well done, George. You can carry on like that for me. So it's a drop out by Warrington with Phil Blake to deepen again. George Fairbairn catches it. He runs near enough 25 yards before he's tackled. So it's Rovers driving it in again, but Mark Roskell in the tackle again. Mark Roskell's playing very well at the moment. Here's Armstrong. Armstrong doesn't get anywhere with 3 Warrington forwards in with that tackle. Here's Miller. Miller, a good pass to Chris Close, but an equally good tackle by McGinty and Roberts. Here's Gavin Miller going by himself again. Warrington have got to watch Gavin Miller. If he sees any gap, he's through it. It's last tackle. So Hooker do a run around and then a kick. Surely he was offside, Porter, but the referee says play on. And Bishop drops the ball, so it's Warrington's ball. Paul Cullen comes up with it. Billy McGinty goes from acting half-back, but good tackling by Michael Porter. Here's Steve Malloy. Steve Malloy drives in, doesn't get past Armstrong. As Rovers pushing back. Mike Gregory. Oh, wild pass by Mike Gregory, but McGinty gets it. And Warrington go nowhere. Hulkyard really up very quickly today. And Phil Blake. Oh, a beautiful pass to Paul Williamson. Paul Williamson runs a good 20 yards. Beautiful pass. And he's Joe Woods. Joe Woods. Lewis passes to Phil Blake. Phil Blake passes to Mark Roberts. Mark Roberts is in. What a magnificent try by Warrington. Oh, brilliant rugby. What a magnificent try. Oh, he started from Warrington's own 25-yard line. Paul Williamson linked up very well off a Phil Blake pass. And passes it into Phil Blake. And then Mark Roberts gets the ball and scores. So it's Warrington 10-0 up at the moment. And what a... So it's John Woods to keep the goal. Ten yards in, he kicks. It's a beautiful kick. Well done, John Woods, to make the score. Hull KR 0, Warrington 12. It's gone in this half. Warrington a brilliant 12-0 lead. So it's Fairbairn to kick off. Bishop will catch that easily. Pass it to Paul Williamson. Paul Williamson runs yards again. Brilliant try by Paul Williamson. He's only a thin winger, but he doesn't have to make some yards. It's Paul Cullen. Paul Cullen drives in, but good tackling by Rovers. Les Boyd runs face onto the ball. Three Rovers players have to go in for that tackle. Steve Malloy. Malloy gets 2 yards before he's tackled. David Lyon kicks downfield. It's a good kick. Fairbairn will get that easily though. Runs in by himself, escapes. Bishop tackle. It's a beautiful run by George Fairbairn. Runs a good 40 yards before he's tackled by Les Boyd. Here's Gavin Miller. Gavin Miller will have to watch him. Dummies gets tackled through one. And there's pushing and shoving between Smith and John Woods. What's the referee now give? He's give a penalty to Rovers. So it's kicking to touch by Bishop. Let's hope Warrington can keep this Rovers side out just before half time. So it's Watkinson to tap the penalty. Pass it to Armstrong. Armstrong's tackled. No backing up by Rovers. He could have let that pass go. Good tackle by Paul Bishop. He's playing for the penalty. Armstrong is pushing Bishop off. Here's Porter. Porter goes by himself, slips. Come on, Warrington, keep him out. Bad play by Rovers. They should have passed it out. Here's Porter to Miller. And there's Smith. There's Parker. Parker doesn't go very far. Gavin Miller acting half-back again. Got to get him tackled. It's good pass to Smith. But Warrington tackle him. Last tackle. Can Warrington keep him out? Here's Porter acting half-back. Yes! And it's Warrington's ball. Good play by Rovers. So it's Mike Gregory drives in. Warrington should just drive it slowly, as it's only a couple of minutes to half time. Boyd spots the gap. Good running by Les Boyd, keeps hold of it well. Warrington just slowing it down at the moment. Here's Desi Drummond. Desi Drummond gets settled though. Blake. Bishop. Mike Gregory just catches, spots the gap, keep hold of it, Mike. Passes it to Billy McGinty. Billy McGinty gets settled, it's last tackle. So Warrington should keep downfield. It's Phil Blake. It's a beautiful kick by Phil Blake, but Fairbairn gets it. Well done, good tackling by Warrington. Not long now to go in this match till half time. Warrington will do well to go into a 12-0 lead. Oh, playing for another penalty. And the referee's falling for it. It's a good kick by Bishop. Puts Hull KR on the halfway line. Porter drives in again. What's happened to Watkinson? He must be knackered. Here's Zukema. Zukema drives in, but good tackling by Warrington again. Gavin Miller, we've got to get him down. Passes inside to Chris Close. Good running, but equally good tackle by Billy McGinty. Here's Zukema acting half-back. Passes it to Parker. Parker to Porter, but Porter gets settled by Mike Gregory. Parker. Armstrong runs in. Good pass on Warrington. No, loose ball. Referee says play on. The referee missed that then, it was a knock on. Here's Bishop, Bishop dummies. But finally tackled by Warrington. It's still going Bishop, Bishop. It's last tackle. Surely it's near half time now. Here's Gavin Miller with the ball, it's a nice kick. Well, oh, Desmond fumbles it and Rovers go in. Graham Ellis goes in. Desmond fumbles it. And Rovers score. So it's now 12-4 to Warrington. So it's Fairbairn to kick for goal. The offside. Did not come. Fairbairn to kick for goal. The Rovers fans are cheering. That's the first time we've heard them all afternoon. Fairbairn, hey, he's missed it again, that's third kick he's missed this afternoon. In the last minute by Graham Ellis to make the score. Hull KR 4, Warrington 12. Gone off. Colin Scott, the Hull KR players gone off. One. Where's number 2? So it's Hull KR to kick off in the second half. Rovers have made a substitute. Number 14, Paul Lyman, have come on. And I'm not quite sure who's gone off yet for Hull KR, I'll tell you later. So it's Bishop's kick off, it's a deep kick. Mike Gregory collects it and runs on. We found out that Lyman has replaced Zukema. So it's Warrington on the ball. Steve Malloy drives in, but Rovers in the tackle again. This boy tries on the ball again. Tries on strong, but good tackle by David Watkinson. David Lyon kicks downfield. Kicks to Gary Clark. Gary Clark gets it. Runs in, but Warrington tackle him easily and push him back. Good tackling by Paul Cullen. So it's Parker drives in but doesn't get very far. Bishop at in half back. Passes it to Paul Lyman. Paul Lyman only makes 2 yards before he's tackled by Les Boyd and Steve Malloy. Here's Armstrong driving in, escapes 1-2 tackles. As Parker drops it and Bishop comes up with the ball. Armstrong gripping Bishop's head off. The referee doesn't watch. Is Mike Gregory. Gregory goes by himself, but tackles by Graham Ellis. Is McGinty, good pass to McGinty, but tackled by Graham Ellis again. Referees taking both these teams far back. He's not taken them 5 metres, he's taken them about 8 metres. Blake, a beautiful kick by Phil Blake, puts Hull KR under pressure again. Bishop to put the ball in at the scrum. That was in the second row, referee lets it go. Pass it to Parker, Parker gets settled. Lyman acts in half-back, goes by himself. Makes a good 7 yards before he's settled by Mike Gregory. No backing up by Rovers. And here's Parker going by himself. Pass it to Porter. Good tackling by Warrington. Rovers not backing up so far in this second half. Close acts in half back, passes it to Smith. Good tackling by Warrington. Here's Gavin Miller. Good inside ball to Armstrong. Armstrong nearly drops it, but he gets the ball out in the end to Chris Close. It's last tackle. So Rovers will kick downfield. It's an up and under by David Bishop. Well taken by David Lyon. Good tackle by David Bishop though. Follows up well. Ruffles up in the tackle. Referee wasn't watching. Ted Strumman going by himself. Makes a good 5 yards before he's settled by Rovers. Steve Malloy. Rovers up quick again. Mike Gregory with the ball. Oh, nearly passed it to Bishop, but keeps hold of it. Warrington not making very much yardage here. Here's Billy McGinty. Only gets 1 or 2 yards as his last tackle. Warrington not out to their own 25-yard line yet. So it's Dave Lyon to kick downfield. It's a nice kick. Got it. So it's Richard Pratt with the ball. But a crunching tackle there by Steve Malloy and Mark Roberts. George Fairbairn, that's in our back, goes by himself. But Mark Roskell in the tackle. Dummies, but passes it to Porter in the end. Porter doesn't go anywhere. Hull KR going back at the moment. Watkinson, that's in our back, passes it to Miller. But Miller gets dumped on the floor by Mark Roberts and Billy McGinty. So it's passed down for the kick. Good charge down by Mark Roskell. Can he get it? No, Bishop gets it and the referee gives a white clean. So it's Chris Close driving in. Makes 5 yards before he's settled by Mark Roskell. Here's Gavin Miller with the ball again. He's Hull KR's ball player. Taps it by himself, there's no one in front of him. But only makes 2 or 3 yards before he's settled down. He's playing for the penalty again, but referee doesn't give it this time. Armstrong, no one backing up, gets the pass out in the end. But good Warrington tackling again. Lyman, to Parker. Yes! And Smith drops the ball, but it's the first knock on. It's the first knock on. Hull KR fans moaning again. I don't think half of these fans are watching the match. So it's Warrington's head and ball. Paul Williamson drives in again. Makes a good 5 yards before he's settled by Paul Lyman. Blake Katz in half back. Passes it to Mike Gregory. Mike Gregory runs in by himself. But well tackled there by Smith. Bishop goes by himself. Spots the gap, but it's quickly closed by Rovers. Plays the ball quickly. Blake's got the ball. Inside ball to Les Boyd, but Les Boyd makes 2 yards before he's settled. Blake another little kick. It's a nice kick and he goes into touch. Clark misses it. So what? Hull Kingston Rovers again in their own half, struggling. As Hull KR warming up a sub, Des Harrison. That was feeding there, but the referee lets play go on. And Bishop dumped there by Mike Gregory. Hull KR ready to put Des Harrison on in place of Fairburn. Hull KR stuck in their own 25-yard line at the moment. Warrington very good tackling. Here's Miller. Miller passes it to Close. Close and Miller have been running a lot in this match. They've both been in the action. Oh, okay. Pass is going wild, but Bishop gets it in the end and kicks downfield. Dave Lyon gets it. Runs strong, dummies. Cuts through one tackle and still makes yardage to get to the halfway line. So it's Cullen acting halfback. Cullen drives in by himself, makes a good 5 yards before he's tackled by Armstrong. It's Bishop. Bishop to Malloy. Malloy drives in 5 yards but gets tackled again by Gavin Miller. Billy McGinty. John Woodson acting halfback to Phil Blake. Phil Blake dummies. Beautiful pass to Paul Bishop, but Paul Bishop just caught. It's last tackle. So it's Phil Blake. Phil Blake goes for a drop goal. No, it just goes wide. So the score still Hull KR 4, Warrington 12. Close strides on the ball. He's running strong today, Chris Close. He's making a few yards. Here's Porter. Porter with the ball, but only makes 5 yards before he's tackled by 3 Warrington players. Bishop to Miller. There's Parker. Parker dummies. He runs by himself, but good tackling by Mark Roskell again. Must be near toppling the tackle count again for the 4th time in a row. Here's Miller. Miller kicks downfield. It's a very good kick by Miller, but it won't go in. David Lyon gets the ball. He runs inside. Dave gets past one tackle. Good strong running there by David Lyon. He's still going, Dave Lyon, before he's tackled just past the Warrington 25-yard line. John Woods acting halfback, but tackled by Porter. Steve Malloy drives in again. Close has pinched the ball off him. Close throws a punch, referee doesn't see it. Here's Lyman. But gets tackled 25 yards on the 25-yard line. Here's Armstrong. Armstrong driving in again. A nice pass there by Armstrong. Here's Bishop. Bishop tackled by McGinty. Hull KR pressing near the Warrington line. Lyman acting halfback, passes it to Parker. Parker to Gavin Miller. Gavin Miller dummies twice. He passes to the good tackle by Warrington. Hull KR close to the Warrington line. Hull KR pass it along the line, but Porter goes back in. Warrington miss a tackle. Good driving in. Takes the wild pass out, but Alice has got the ball. Last tackle. Can Warrington keep him out? Here's Gavin Miller. Nice kick. Oh, well done there by Warrington. That was really close. So it's Warrington struggling at the moment. Hull KR coming up really quick. Here's Des Drummond. Good driving in there by Des. Makes a good 10 yards. Here's Les Boyd. Les Boyd pass it to Steve Malloy. Malloy's dropped it again. Chris Close picks it up. That's twice Steve Malloy's dropped it. So Rovers on the attack again. Here's Miller, got to get him down. So again, Warrington are under pressure. What a pathetic kick there by Wayne Parker as Bishop regains the ball. See if Warrington could just drive it in and take it slow. Warrington are just settling it down now. Les Boyd drives in. Head-eye tackle there by Parker. Steve Malloy, can he keep hold of the ball this time? He does. So it's last tackle. Should be a deep kick down here by Phil Blake. It is. Doesn't go in touch. As Richard Pratt gets the ball, he runs in. What a good tackle by Warrington. Mark Roberts flings him on the floor. Alisat's in half-back. Rovers struggling there. No one backing up. He dummies twice. Drops the ball. Should have given a scrum down. And the ball goes back. There's Mike Gregory. Wanting to get a ball. He's Sherwood. Passing to Paul Williamson. Paul Williamson's in. Warrington have scored again. What a try by Warrington. Good try by Paul Williamson. Rovers throw two wild balls out. Mike Gregory misses it once but gets it the second attempt and passes it wide out to Paul Williamson, and Paul Williamson listen to that applause by the Warrington crowd. So it's Woods to kick for goal. Yes, what a goal by John Woods. He's banging them over this afternoon. So it makes the score. Okay. Sorry, the score is 18-4 in Warrington's favour. Hulkar make two substitutes. Harrison and Zukema come back on. It's replaced by as Watkinson and Fairburn go off. So it's 18-4 now in Warrington's favour. Mark Roberts drives in. Les Boyd keeps hold of that ball well. Here's Des Drummond going by himself again, gets past one, but Lyman in with the tackle. Phil Blake kicks. It's a beautiful kick. Will it go in touch? No, not quite. As Hallis has now gone full back. Good tackle by Blake. Good following up there by Warrington. So it's Rovers in their own 25-yard line. Zukema driving in. You can hear the Warrington crowd sing in the background. But here's Rovers on the attack. But Parker gets tackled near the halfway line. Here's Gavin Miller again. Oh, gets the pass out to Emma, but Steve Malloy, good tackle. Plays the ball, knocks it on there, Porter, but the referee misses it. Here's Bishop. Yes, easily taken by Mike Gregory. Here's Paul Williamson, that's in half-back again. Warrington just driving it in at the moment. That's good play from Warrington, just wasting time. Here's Billy McGinty driving in. Phil Blake will go for the kick again. It's another brilliant kick by Phil Blake. It's in touch. Way past the 25-yard line. So it's Rovers head and ball, but Rovers under pressure again. The scrum's turning. Rovers put it in and get the ball out. There's been none against the head so far in this match. Dave Lyon tries to get the ball out, but doesn't quite get the ball. So it's Harrison. Harrison drives in, passes out to Lyman, his other substitute, but only makes 2 yards before he's settled. Here's Gavin Miller. Get him down. Good pass out though by Miller to Armstrong. Armstrong down. 10 yards from the halfway line. Ball trapped in half-back. Pass it to Gavin Miller. Gavin Miller. Can we push him in touch? Yes, we do. He's in touch. So it should be Warrington's head and ball. No, he's give Rovers the head and ball. So it's Rovers head and ball. Rovers get it. So it's Clark running on the ball, but brilliant tackle there by Phil Blake. Phil Blake having a good tackling game in this match. Hey, Lyman drops it. Well done. Here's Warrington on the attack again. It's Les Boyd. He's loving this match this afternoon. Des Drummond drives in again. He runs across field. Dummies. That's good position by Warrington. They're now back in the middle of the field. Here's Mike Gregory. Mike Gregory just drives in. Doesn't make any yardage, but still Warrington have got the ball. John Woods is now acting half-back. Passes it to to Paul Bishop. Paul Bishop, a beautiful kick. Only 5 yards from the Rovers line. Warrington with some magnificent kicks into touch with Phil Blake and Paul Bishop. So it's David Bishop to put the ball in. He doesn't even put the ball in that time. Referee wants it in again. The referee stopped the clock. There's an injury on the park. Billy McGinty wants attending. Looks like he's got a cut eye or a cut head. There's blood pouring from his face. But he's okay, he'll play on Billy, he's having a good game. Here's David Bishop to it. Referee lets that go. Passes it to Parker. Parker gets nowhere. Rovers passing it out a bit, but getting nowhere. Here's Harrison. Harrison makes a couple of yards before he's settled by Bishop. Here's Porter, he's driving in, but good tackling by Mike Gregory and Mark Roskell. Doesn't let him get the ball out. Zukema pushes Mike Gregory off. There's Rovers kick downfield again. David Lyon gets the ball. He's having a good running game, Dave Lyon, today. He's been beating tackles. Here's Paul Williamson. Paul Williamson drives in again. Paul Williamson driving in will take the pressure off the forwards. Here's Phil Blake. Paul Bishop. Paul Bishop twirls around but tackles by Zukema. Here's Phil Blake. Phil Blake, another deep kick. Come off for Hull KR player. But Hull KR take it easily with Richard Pratt. So it's Zukema driving on the ball. Makes 5 yards before he's tackled by Steve Malloy. Tries to get the ball out, and Mike Gregory's got the ball. Good play by Mike Gregory. Two-man acting out back, referee doesn't see it. Here's Steve Malloy driving in. Steve Malloy still gets that ball even when Parker ate the ball out of his hand. Phil Blake does a kick. Yes! And Paul Bishop gets it. It's white clean. Good play by Phil Blake. Here's Blake again. A beautiful pass! doesn't get through though quite. It's Matt Roberts. Matt Roberts gets tackled. Only 12 yards from the Hull car line. Matt Roberts drives in. No Martin Ab. Half back there. Only about 2 or 3 yards from the Rovers line. Can Warrington score again? Drummond must be a yard short. He's not far off. Here's Blake. Oh, it's a poor pass by Blake. Gathered by Rovers. What a terrible pass by Phil Blake. Warrington getting too eager to put another try on the board. Is Des Harrison. He's into touch. Bad play by Des Harrison. I don't know what he was thinking there. Harrison running near the wing. But good tackling by Warrington, pushes him into touch to give Warrington the head and ball. So it's Paul Bishop to feed for Warrington. Paul Bishop gets it. Good up by Matt Roskell. Here's Phil Blake. Phil Blake to John Woods. John Woods dummies, but just falls down. So it's Warrington on the attack again. 28 yards from the Rovers line is Mike Gregory. Mike Gregory gets pushed back. Good tackling by Rovers. Here's Billy McGinty out in half back. McGinty drives in. Paul Bishop runs into the hats in half-back position. He goes for a drop goal. Comes off. I thought it touched the Rovers player. It mustn't though. Was it to top 25? So Rovers driving it in. Good tackling by Warrington. Paul trapped in half-back. Goes by himself. Rovers still playing one-man rugby, even though they're 18-4 down. Here's Gavin Miller. Gavin Miller, the ball player. Good pass out to Chris Close. Chris Close drives in again, but good tackling by Les Boyd. Gavin Miller now acting half-back. Goes by himself again, but short ball to Bishop. Bishop to Harrison. Harrison tackled. Okay, I'd only go across field and not forward. Here's Gavin Miller again with the ball. Kicks into touch. It looks a good kick this time. And it is 25 yards on the 25-yard line. So it's Warrington's head and ball to be put in by Paul Bishop. If Warrington win today, they'll be in the semi-final of the Challenge Cup. First time for a few years. So it's Mike Gregory to drive in. Looks for backing up. McGinty drives in. So it's John Woods to acting half-back. Matt Roberts passes it to Paul Cullen. Paul Cullen gets murdered though. Players were already on top of him. Warrington are just playing slow rugby. That's good at the moment. 18-4 in the lead. It's last settle. So it's Phil Blake to kick downfield. It's a high one for Graham Ellis. Ellis takes it easily though. Runs hard, but good tackle by Paul Bishop. No matter how big they are, Paul Bishop will tackle them. Oh, and Miller loses the ball. Les Boyd comes up with it this time. Here's Phil Blake. Warrington passing it along the line. Good running by Billy McGinty. Good pass out. Here's Paul Cullerton. Paul Bishop is under that post. That's it. Warrington have scored again. As Hull fans beside me go home. That's it. Another try by Warrington, this time by Paul Bishop. And look at all the Rovers fans going home. Warrington fans are singing bye-bye. It's John Woods, easy 2 points for Warrington to make the score Rovers 4, Warrington 24. Well, it looks like Rovers are out the cup and going down into the second division this year. So it's Rovers to kick off by David Bishop. Paul Bishop gets it to Des Drummond. Des Drummond will just drive that in. So it's Mark Roberts. Mark Roberts beats 2 tackles. 3 tackles, and he's still going before he's tackled there by Mike Porter. It's only about 12 minutes to go in this match. It's John Woods dummies, but gets tackled by Mike Smith. Les Boyd, he's acting half back. He'll just go by himself, driving it in. Warrington have played some good rugby this afternoon. Not many teams come away with 24-4 from Ulkia, and another beautiful kick by Phil Blake. So it's Rovers head and ball on their 25-yard line. Rovers win the ball. Phil Blake in with a tackle again. Is Graham Alice. Graham Alice runs by himself, but good tackling by Mike Gregory and Paul Bishop and Paul Cullen. Paul trapped in half back. Passes going astray, but gets it in the end to Gavin Miller, but gets pulled down easily. Porter running on the ball again, escapes from one, doesn't escape from Mark Roberts though. Neil Harmon's warming up on the touchline. Looks like he'll be coming on soon, as it's last tackle. So it's Rovers to kick downfield with David Bishop. Dave Lyon gets that easily. Good pass to Des Drummond. Des Drummond, oh, he's beaten one. He's running. Good running by Des. Oh, John Woods drops it. Good running by Des Drummond again. So it's Rovers on the ball with Des Harrison. So it's Rovers struggling with the ball with Chris Close. Chris Close makes a good 10 yards before he's tackled by Steve Malloy. Here's Paul Lyman. Paul Lyman drives in but doesn't get very far. Last tackle. I think Ray Tennant has had a fair game today, as Mark Roberts gets that ball easily. Is Warrington pass it along the line. There's Boyd, a risky pass to Paul Cullen. Paul Cullen's pushed down easily. Here's Steve Malloy. Steve Malloy drives it in. Keeps hold of the ball, and an elbow there from Armstrong. Referee ordered the touch, judge didn't see it. Here's Les Boyd driving on. He doesn't care, Les. He's still beautiful pass. That wasn't a forward pass. That wasn't a forward pass at all. I think the referee Ray Tennant is keeping the score down. So Billy McGinty is going off field to replace by Neil Harmon. What a magnificent game Billy McGinty has had this afternoon. What a reception Billy McGinty has got. And Billy McGinty's happy. So it's feeding by Ulkia. Parker runs in, but tackled by Mike Gregory. Not long now to go in this match. Here's Gavin Miller, we've got to get him down. Gavin Miller, good pass to Harrison. Harrison's down, no backing up by Rovers again. So it's 8 minutes to go in this match. Lyman drives in. Lyman, ex-Featherstone Rovers player. I bet he wished to have stayed at Featherstone now. So it's Rovers in Warrington's 25-yard line. He's close, gets quite close as its last tackle. Gavin Miller with the ball, pass it to Parker, and it's last tackled. He didn't even go for an up and under. So it's Warrington with the ball, they'll just take it in. Les Boyd just goes slowly. Here's John Woods, gets tackled easily though. Roskell goes acting half-back. Steve Malloy makes 5 yards before he's tackled by Des Harrison, Chris Lose. It's Phil Blake. Phil Blake goes for the deep kick again. It's another magnificent kick. Will it go in? Yes, it goes in. What magnificent kicking by Warrington. They've outplayed Rovers on this part this afternoon. Rovers have been no contest at all. And actually it come off a Rovers player, so it's Warrington's head and ball. And Warrington win the ball. Here's Phil Blake. Phil Blake, oh, I think he would have been better driving in there, just to waste time. But it's Gavin Miller with the ball. Dummies, and loses it. And Warrington come up with the ball with Des Drummond. Here's Neil Harmon, first drive on for Neil. He makes a good 5 yards before he's tackled by David Bishop. Phil Blake wide pass out to Paul Bishop to Des Drummond. Good interlead by Paul Bishop. He's going into the corner. Oh, just short. Only 3 yards short of the Rovers line. Can Warrington score again? Here's Des Drummond, a nice pass out. Roberts, he's just on his back, very unlucky. Correct decision by the referee, he was on his back, so it's a 5-yard scrum. So it's Rovers with the ball, dummy by Bishop, still going Bishop, but easily tackled by David Lyon. He dumps him on the floor. So it's Rovers on the attack, not getting anywhere, Rovers. Rovers know they're now out of the cup. It's Zukemmer. Rovers driving it in, not even passing the ball about. They're just going 2 or 3 yards each tackle. But very good tackling by Warrington this afternoon. And OK, shots again. He'll give the first knock on, so it's Warrington's head and ball. Phil Blake to feed, Paul Bishop to feed, gets the ball out to Phil Blake. Good pass out there to Phil Blake. Phil Blake, a beautiful pass out to David Lyon. David Lyon cuts in, and he's give the forward pass. He's give a forward pass. So it's Rovers head and ball. So Thornley goes on now for Warrington, and Mark Roberts goes off. Mark Roberts has had another good game today. He's Graham Alice. So it's Paul Lyman with the ball, but easily tackled. Thornley does his first tackle of the afternoon. The Warrington crowd are loving this. They're giving Mark Roberts an excellent reception, as he has had a magnificent game. All the 15 players of the Warrington side have absolutely outplayed Rovers. Listen to that Warrington crowd. Only about 2 minutes left on the clock as its last tackle. for Rovers. Here's David Bishop. David Bishop kicks downfield. But David Lyon will get that easily. Des Drummond. Beautiful pass to David Lyon. David Lyon cuts inside. Passes one but doesn't pass Des Harrison. Matt Roberts just walking off the field. What a good game he's had this afternoon. Here's Les Boyd. Les Boyd passes it to Steve Malloy. Steve Malloy. Good pass out to Les Boyd again. John Woods gets it this time. Pushing off 2 tackles, but Bishop gets him down. Here's Phil Blake. Phil Blake goes by himself. Phil Blake, is he going to do a special? Oh, what a try! What a magnificent try for John Woods. Phil Blake flicks the pass inside. And Warrington are in again. Oh, it's easy. It's all car team and nothing. Warrington absolutely brilliant. And what a try. Well, it's now 28-4 to give Woodsy an easy kick. What a magnificent try by Warrington. So it's John Woods to convert his own try, and he does. It's easy. To leave the score, Hull KR 4, Warrington 30. By David Bishop. And all the Rovers fans going home, it looks like there's more Warrington fans here now. As Mike Gregory drives in, tackled on the 25-yard line. The Drummond goes acting half-back. Drives in by himself. Here's Neil Harmon. Good driving in by Neil. Just gets tackled by Richard Pratt. Only a minute to go. Oh, Blakey does his first bad kick of the match as it sails straight into touch, but it's a scrum down with Rovers head and ball. Bishop gets the ball, flicks one out to Parker. Parker goes back in the scrum and gets nowhere. Well, Warrington have played excellent today. That last try with Phil Blake, brilliantly back flipping a pass to John Woods to go under the post. Here's Armstrong. Gets the ball out though, Porter. No, that's in half-back by Rovers there, don't know what to do. It is Gavin Miller. Good pass out though by Miller to close. Keep Rovers out. Here's Clark. Yes, and he's in touch. He's in touch. So Rovers still can't score. And there's full time. Warrington are in the Challenge Cup semi-final. Billy McGinty and Matt Roberts run onto the pitch in delight. And look at the Warrington fans, they're happy. What a magnificent game. The scorers for Rovers was a try by Hallis in the first half, and Warrington tries by Des Drummond, John Woods, Paul Williamson, Phil Blake and Matt Roberts, and 5 goals by John Woods. And what a magnificent performance by Warrington. Phil Blake taking the man of the match, and the Warrington players going for the Warrington fans. Look at that. Look at all them fans there. Warrington beat Hull KR easily. So we'll have to wait until the draw on Tuesday at 7:40 to see who Warrington get in the semi-final. Listen to the Warrington crowd. What a magnificent win by Warrington. Hull KR 4, Warrington 30. Who would have thought Warrington would have come away with that result? No other team would. And no other team would have played like this. Des Drummond is happy. Mike Gregory, Phil Blake. This is Phil Blake's last match. Phil Blake, Les Davidson and Paul Bishop fly over tomorrow, but they'll be happy. Look at Mike Gregory. What a magnificent win by Warrington. Billy McGinty's enjoyed this match. And there's Chris Close coming off the field.